Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode of the Love Over Fear show by Healing Embodied. I am Sarah, for anyone who doesn't know me, and I am one of the body-mind integration experts here at Healing Embodied. So, Chelsea and I started the Love Over Fear show because we believe that you can feel deeply in love and feel fear all at the same time, but we want to help you choose love over fear every single time. If you are out there watching live right now, if you are joining us right now, drop me a comment down below, say hi, let me know you're here, and feel free to chat, to interact in the chat throughout. I want to know how you're feeling, what's coming up, what are you noticing, does this match what you're experiencing, does this resonate with you? I want to see your names in the chat. I want to know you're there. Talk to me, let me know you're there. All right, so today's episode is called Stand in Your Power. So let's start with, why do we care about that? Why do we care about standing in your power? Why do we focus on standing in your power? Well, most of us with relationship anxiety and OCD experience a sense of powerlessness. When we are experiencing anxiety and fear, we feel powerless. We feel powerless to the thoughts, to our body's responses. We feel powerless to the anxiety, powerless to the fear. We don't feel like we are in the driver's seat of our lives. We feel like fear and anxiety is in the driver's seat of our life. Fear is dictating our decisions. We are powerless. The fear has all of the power and is dictating our lives. And we need to change that. We need to change that pattern. As long as we are letting fear run the show, we can never be fully present in any relationship. When we always have one foot in and one foot out, and we are making our decisions based off of our fears versus our desires, we will never be able to be fully present. So that is why we are kicking off the Love Over Fear show with focusing on how to take that power back. We want to empower you in your lives. We want you making the decisions in your life, trusting yourself, not fear, not anxiety, not indecisiveness, not self-doubt, truly standing in your own power. I see one person watching. If you are out there watching, let me know you're here. Drop me a hi in the comments. All right, let's dive on in. So first and foremost, we need to understand how we are giving our power away. How are we even doing this? What the heck do you mean when you say we're giving our power away? So whatever we are afraid of, whatever you are fearful of, whatever you have anxiety about, that is what we are giving our power to. When we have fear, we are giving our power to that which we are fearful of. We are believing that that thing, whatever it is you're fearful of, that thing is more powerful than we are. That thing is more powerful than you. That thing needs to dictate your life and make your decisions. You need to make all of your decisions based around this thing that you're fearful of, because we think that that is more powerful than us, that that is more important than us. So whatever we're fearful of, that is the thing that we are giving our power to. That is what we are letting run our lives and dictate our decisions. I want to talk to you about 3 ways that we are giving our power away. Hey Farah, you're so sweet. You look so pretty. I can't even see you and I know you look pretty. All right. So The first common way that we are giving our power away is that we are afraid of our thoughts. We are afraid of our anxiety. We fear the fear itself. We are constantly fearful of what the thoughts that we have mean. What do these thoughts mean about me? What does it mean about my partner? What does it say about my relationship if I'm having intrusive thoughts? What are these thoughts going to do to me in my relationship? Constantly dreading the anxiety, constantly dreading the thoughts, constantly thinking, when are these thoughts going to pop up next? We fear the fear. We fear the anxiety. Picture with me, close your eyes if you want to. Picture you are at home, sitting next to your partner. You've had a lovely day. You're just relaxing. Maybe you're feeling love. Maybe you're feeling just content and calm. And then you start to think, oh, this feels pretty good. But I know that those thoughts are going to come back. I know they're coming. I know they're going to come eventually. They'll be here. They'll be here before I know it. I know they will. Doesn't matter how good this feels. Doesn't matter how long this lasts. Those thoughts are coming back. I know they are. Boom. Power gone. Right there. You gave your power to the fear. You gave your power to the thoughts and the anxiety. You are no longer present with your partner. You are no longer deciding how to act in that moment based off of what you want. You are not in the driver's seat anymore. Fear is in the driver's seat. You're taking yourself out of that moment with your partner and just being fearful of the fear. Fear of the fear, okay? You've given your power away to the fear. Fear gets to decide when you get to be present with your partner. Fear gets to decide what you and your partner do. Fear gets to decide how you experience your day. Right there. That is way number one that we are giving away our fear. Is we are giving away our power. Is that we are fearful of our thoughts and the fear and the anxiety. Does that hit home with anybody? Hits home with me. Yeah, that's a big one. Fear of the fear. We are giving our power away to the fear. Oh yeah. Okay. The second way that we are giving away our power is that we are afraid of what other people think about us or our partner or our relationship. Doesn't matter who it is. Friends, family, our partner's friends and family, random people on the street, people on social media that you don't even know, high school friends. We're fearful of what all of these other people in our lives think about us and our relationship and our partner. And in doing that, we are giving our power to those people. We don't have power anymore. We've given it to these other people in our lives. We are constantly fearful of what other people think about us. And what does that mean? What does it mean about me or my partner or my relationship if these other people think X, Y, and Z? If they don't approve, or if they don't think my partner is attractive enough, if they don't think we're a good match, if they don't approve of us moving in together, if they don't approve of us getting married or having a family or not having a family or having a dog or a cat, these other people then have the power, because you are making your decisions based around trying to satisfy these other people, trying to guess what these people think about you or take in what they're saying they think about you, and that is dictating your decisions. You're constantly doubting your own choices, your own decisions, because you're overwhelmed with wondering and thinking about and stressing about what do these other people think, right? So That's the second way that we give away our power. We give our power away to other people. The first way is that we give our power away to the fear itself. The second is we give our power away to other people. They have the power. We don't have the power anymore. Picture this with me. You are scrolling through Instagram. We've all done this. Scrolling through Instagram, you come across one of those just like beautiful picture perfect couples. They look so happy. They look so pretty. They don't have any acne. They don't have any wrinkles. Their clothes don't have wrinkles. Their hair doesn't have little frizzies. They look great. And you're like, ah, they look so happy. They look so in love. Look at how they're looking at each other. Ah, that's so beautiful. And you start comparing your own relationship to them. My partner isn't that pretty. My partner's not that attractive. I'm not that attractive. We don't really look at each other like that. We don't have any pictures like that. We don't have any pictures that show us looking into each other's eyes. And there, boom, power gone, because you're thinking, what would these people think about my relationship? You're comparing your relationship to other people's relationships. You are comparing your relationship to other people's thoughts about your relationship. Or maybe you're constantly wondering what your parents think about your relationship, what your parents think about your decisions, what your friends think about your decisions, what your coworkers think about your decisions. You can never feel confident in yourself and your own ability to make your decisions to be with your partner because you're too worried what other people will think about it and what that means about you. If this person doesn't agree with my choice of partner, what does that say about me? Or if my parents think that I got married too soon, what does that say about me? If my relationship isn't as picturesque as these people on Instagram, what does that say about me? That means that my relationship must be wrong. There must be something wrong there. I'm not with the right person, or I must have gotten married too soon if my parents don't approve of it. Or if my friends think that this person isn't a good match for me, well, that must mean that he's not, or that she's not, right? Power gone. You've given your power away to other people. Okay. Number 3. This is a big one. The third way that we give our power away is we're afraid of change. Remember, what we are afraid of is what we're giving our power away to. If we fear change, we are giving our power to that fear of change. The anxiety that we feel is so painful, it is so distressing, but we are terrified of what we will discover when we let ourselves heal. We are terrified of what's going to happen when we let ourselves heal, when we let something change. You might be asking yourself, will I even want to be with my partner anymore if I heal? Will they want to be with me? When I'm healthy, won't I be attracted to a different kind of partner? Won't they not be attracted to me anymore? What if I heal and I discover that it wasn't ROCD at all? Oh. Ding, ding, ding. What if I heal and I discover, oh, this was never ROCD. I just have a horrible partner. I just have a horrible relationship. Who am I without this anxiety? Will I like myself without my anxiety? Will my partner like me without my anxiety? What if I heal and I don't want to stay in the relationship? I want to leave. All of those questions point to the fear of change, and that fear of change has power over your life. You are so afraid of change and stepping into the unknown, the unfamiliar, the uncertain, the unclear, that we are giving our power away to that. And that fear of change is keeping us trapped. Fear hates the unfamiliar. It's terrified of it. It's horrified of it. It will do anything it can to keep you stuck in the familiar. It doesn't matter how awful the familiar feels. It doesn't matter if you're suffering in the familiar. It's familiar. It's what you know. And fear will do everything it can to keep you trapped in there. And if we live from a place of being fearful of change, if we are afraid of what can happen when we change, we are giving our power away to that. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, baby. For those of you just joining, quick recap. Today's episode is all about standing in your power, taking your power back. First step is to understand what and how you're giving away your power. Whatever you're afraid of, that is what you're giving your power away to. The three most common ways that we are giving our power away is that we are afraid of the thoughts, the anxiety, and the fear. We're afraid of the fear. We are afraid of what other people think about us, our partner, and our relationship. And we are afraid of change. Fear of fear. Fear of other people's thoughts. Fear of change. Those three things are the biggest ways that we are giving our power away. People watching, does any of that resonate with you? Drop me a comment down below. Do you catch yourself giving your power away to any of those things? Does that show up in your life? I know it shows up in mine. I know it has shown up in mine. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do then? How do we take our power back? What do we need to do to change this? What do we need to do to take that back, to put ourselves back in the driver's seat of our lives? The way we change this is that we work to change the pattern of fear. Yeah, Christiana, 100%, right? 100%. So what do? We have to work to change the pattern of fear. Change the cycle of letting fear run the show, of choosing fear over love. Guess who's in charge of making that change happen? You. Ding, 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 ding. It's you. We are always in charge of our own healing. Nobody, nothing can make this change happen except for you. You need to take a stand and say, I'm not doing this anymore. I am no longer going to give my power away. I'm no longer going to do these things that I know don't work. I'm not going to do the things that don't work anymore. Things like reassurance seeking, looking outside of yourself for answers, comparing yourself or your partner in your relationship to other people in other relationships, constantly being afraid of the fear coming back, or constantly doubting yourself. Those are all things that we do when we are stuck in the pattern of fear. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our decisions. We think, oh, if I could just get this one question answered, if I could just figure out this one little thing, I'd feel better. So we seek reassurance. We look outside of ourselves. We call our friends. We talk to our family members. We Google. We read blogs. We do Q&As. We do all of these things to try and feel better that don't work. Okay, that's what you gotta do to change this pattern. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to look at yourself and say, all right, I tried those things. I tried them. I did them. They don't work. They work for a little while. They make me feel better for an hour. They don't work. They don't change the pattern. They keep me stuck in the pattern. And you need to make that conscious and sacred commitment to yourself. Set that intention that you're no longer going to do those things. I'm not going to do the things that don't work anymore. I'm done putting my time and energy into all of these things that don't work and that don't help me. And I'm done fearing the fear. I'm done fearing other people's thoughts, and I'm done fearing change. I'm not going to give my power away to those anymore. I'm going to take my power back. I'm putting myself in the driver's seat of my life. Yeah. Those of you watching live, comment, how are you taking your power back this week? What are you going to do this week to break that cycle of fear? What are you going to do that's different this week? How are you taking your power back? Are you going to spend less time reassurance seeking? Are you going to stop comparing? Are you going to be honest with yourself about the things you've been doing that haven't been working? What are you going to do to take your power back? Comment. Accountability. You got to step in, right? Nobody's going to make this change happen except for you. And it's scary. It's terrifying. Remember, what was number 2 of how we give our power? No. Number 3 of how we give our power away. Fear of change. This is a step of change. Fear is going to be screaming in your ear right now saying, don't do it. Don't comment. Don't say it. Don't make that commitment. Because it's terrified. Choose love over fear right now in this moment. How are you going to take your power back this week? How are you going to do it? What are you going to do? All right. Stand in your power. That's what this work is all about. It is about understanding that we feel powerless. When we are in the throes of ROCD and anxiety, we feel powerless. But we're not. We're not powerless. We're just giving our power away to something else. We are giving our power away to the fear, to the thoughts, to other people, to the fear of change, to anxiety. We're not powerless. We feel powerless, but we're not. We're just giving our power away. Whatever we are afraid of, that is what we are giving our power away to. And how do we change this? We got to step in. We got to be honest with ourselves. We got to say, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to break this pattern. I'm not going to just stay in the familiar. The familiar is too painful. Yeah, it's scary. It's super scary, but I'm gonna make this change. I'm going to make this change. I'm gonna take this step. I'm not gonna give my power away anymore. How are you gonna do that? How are you going to make that sacred commitment to yourself? What have you been doing that isn't working that you can let go of? What can you let go of that isn't working? And what can you step into that can actually create change? What can you let go of that isn't working? And what can you step into that can actually create that change? Yeah. I love it. I love talking about taking your power back. It gets me fired up. Love it. All right. So if you're ready to do that, if you're watching this and you're like, yes, hell yeah, I'm taking my power back. I'm doing this. We want to help you with that. You are in charge of your healing. Nobody else. You are in charge of making that sacred commitment to yourself and choosing to do what works instead of what doesn't work. You are in charge of that, but you don't have to do it alone. You're not by yourself in it. You are in charge of it, but you're not alone in it. If you're feeling ready to do this, if you're feeling ready to take this step, we have an amazing new program that we just started. Some of you have heard us talking about it. It's called the Luscious Love Immersion program. It started this week, and holy hell is it on fire. I'm fired up about it. This program is the most potent, transformative program on love. What we do is we look at the core wounds that create an environment where ROCD can thrive. What are these core wounds, these pain points, these past traumas, and past beliefs about myself that create an environment that let ROCD thrive? What are they? And we help you learn tools and techniques to guide you back to yourself, to break this pattern of fear, to stop giving your power away and guide you back to yourself, bring you back home to the self. You learn how to navigate differences in your relationship, differences with your partner, from a place of love and understanding instead of judgment and criticism. All relationships, all people have differences, fundamental differences, and that's okay. You learn how to navigate these from a place of love and understanding. These differences can make you and your relationship stronger. They don't have to break it down. They can make it stronger. You learn how to approach them from a place of love, compassion, and understanding, not judgment, not criticism. And you learn how to reconnect to intimacy, how to build a culture of connection between you and your partner, how to bring back this intimacy, bring back the love, bring back the connection. If that feels right to you, if you're like, yes, that's it, that's what I need to take this step and I need to break this pattern, then I'm going to link the course in this video. I'm going to link the course here in the description. Follow that link and sign up. Start today to take your power back. Step in today and take your power back. Why keep waiting? Why go any longer giving your power away to the fear of change? You've already done that and it doesn't work. We tried that one. It doesn't work. So if you're ready, step in. Take your power back today. Why wait? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. If you joined us live or if you joined the recording, drop a comment down below. Let us know how this sat with you. What are you noticing? What's coming up? How is this showing up in your life? And how are you going to take your power back this week? What are you going to change this week to take your power back? Thank you so much for joining us for the first episode of the Love Over Fear show. Chelsea will be back in a couple of weeks with our next episode. Can't wait to see you guys then. All right, take care.